Thank you. Thank you, but before I start, I forgot to show my bowling socks. So I wore them special for today. I know. Okay. I'm originally from Buffalo, New York. And if anyone knows anything about Buffalo, okay, that happens to be my son-in-law. I just thought it was a cool picture. But the Buffalo Sabres are my passion of mine, hockey. I was just in Buffalo this year. That's part of the snowstorm that I hit. They had not had snow until I got there. So, next. Okay, who am I? All right, born in October 26, 1960, so I'm a Scorpion. I coached and played hockey for over 25 years, including coaching the #1 draft choice, Patrick Kane, from the Chicago Blackhawks. I coached him for 3 years. The little jerk hasn't paid me a penny. Over 32 years of insurance experience, specializing in commercial. I own the 3rd largest insurance agency in Buffalo. Moved to Phoenix with my wife in 2008. I was also a vice president and general manager for corporate America with Zurich Insurance Group. And now I'm the president of Quantum Worldwide, which is an independent insurance agency an independent. Those are some of my pictures. So this is probably my pride and joy. My grandfather, he's probably the closest person I've ever been to. And I'm telling you, he would do anything for me, and I learned a lot from him. And I miss him dearly. He's passed away for a while now, but I pray to him every day. If it wasn't for my grandfather, I don't know where I'd be as a person. So everyone likes his handlebar mustache, too. So here's the grandmas and grandpas, okay? That happens to be my grandmother. There's my grandfather's handlebar mustache. He always dressed impeccably, far better than I would ever do. My father was from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, which is a small, Bethlehem Steel used to be there for anyone that knows about it, and it went down the tubes, and they've revitalized. My grandmother in Pennsylvania is right up over here. Those are my great-grandfather and my great-grandmother on the left. And he used to be called Big Nanu. And the reason why is because he was 6'3" in a family that probably the tallest was about 5'5" back then. So he was called Big Nanu. And that was my grandfather when he was not doing very well, and my grandmother, and there's plenty of pictures of my grandparents. Next. My mom and my dad, okay? I'm proud to say my father served in the Marines and in the Army. He was a sergeant in the Marines, and we were raised by a drill sergeant. So we got a lot of values from him. They actually had a wedding where they had the swords and everything, full wedding. And you really can't necessarily see who that person is, but my father actually met John Wayne, and that's who it is when he was in the Marines, has his autograph, and had a chance to talk to him. My parents are still alive, but they're in a memory care unit back in Buffalo. They have Alzheimer's, so it's a near and dear thing is the Alzheimer's Association. That was my mom. She actually, and that's my mom and my aunt. She had one sister. My father had 9 brothers and sisters. There's 2 left, my father and my aunt. But that was their first Holy Communion. There's my mom who graduated from Holy Angels Academy, which she was supposed to go to college, was going to be the first one, but they couldn't afford it back then. My father was a carpenter by trade, blue-collar family. My mom worked 3 jobs, and we always had food on the table. And that's where I learned how to cook and to bake. Go ahead. Okay, I'm a sports star, but more importantly, I was an accordion player. I played the pink accordion because I wanted to play the drums or the piano, and my parents said, okay, the accordion's good. So, yeah, I still have my accordion, my new one, okay, because that was a rental. Mine has actually white with gold speckles, and it's in great shape, but I don't know how to play it anymore. Here's a roller hockey league I played in. That looks really like I knew what I was doing. I was a superstar baseball player, played for a lot of years. Used to be able to throw as a kid from about mid-center field all the way to home plate on a fly. My brother and I, that's my brother there, he liked to shoot guns as a kid, and I used to ride horses. And that's about as far as we got. Practicing football, that's my hockey coach picture. There's several others, but you could tell that I was not happy because I may have been saying a few words that maybe the kids understood, but the parents wouldn't want me to say. Again, played a lot of baseball, a lot of golf. I used to be a scratch golfer. Not anymore. I used to play 7 days a week. As a business owner, you have that luxury, especially when business was going well. You'll see a lot of times I like to jump up on cabinets. I was actually in my office at that time. I jumped up on the cabinet and gave everyone a Sunday off. And that meant that it was sunny out in Buffalo, finally. So I said, oh, you could have Sunday off. So we got out of work early, and that was about the only time they liked me. Okay, the growth. Here I am. How did I begin? Where am I now? Okay. There's the cute little darling baby. They used to call me the Gerber baby. I went all the way through. That's actually my brother there. But you can see the progression. That was my first real love back in the day at a prom. You can notice, I think, Brian, you talked about hairstyle. All right, my hairstyle definitely changed. Anybody remember Ernest Ainsley? Anybody? That, you know? They used to call me Ernest because of the way I looked. And there's an old-fashioned leisure suit. Those are really coming back in style, too. My son graduated from Michigan State, so go green, go white. MSU fan. I get crazy at times. And I lost my man card, and my friend said that I gained a pedophile card because I went to the Taylor Swift concert. But I loved that. My kids, they're adorable. I live for my family. I do anything possible for them. This is my oldest daughter, Brittany. That was Alexis, and that was Nick. This is now Alexis. I think I got older pictures because the other two got married, so I have a whole thing. But we did a whole ton of fun in there. Okay, yes, it's true. Big news. I'm going to be a grandpa for the first time. I am ecstatic. I finally could announce it. They told me just before Father's Day, and I was the only one they told. And it's Brittany and Rob. So, it's done. Really? How many?
That's 8 minutes.
Get the hell out of here. Okay, I'll finish it up. Okay, the family, my dog, okay? Okay, just real important, my rules of engagement. Understand what the customer wants and needs. Provide examples in simple, easy to understand examples. Provide recommendations. Do what you say and say what you do. Bring passion to every prospect and customer. Never use people. Fire bad customers. I learned that the hard way. Get rid of them. Go to bat for my customers. Tell the whole story to the insurance company. Give people and other companies an opportunity to be successful. Study your craft. Know your craft. Surround yourself with the best and always be positive. Take time for yourself and your family. And I learned the hard way because I had plenty of health issues. And after that, I'm taking time for myself. Just a sample, I'll send this out, but a sample of stuff we can write. I also have a sample, go ahead, sample of businesses we can insure. How best to refer me, so these are some lines, and again, I'll send that out to everyone. And why you'd want to do business with Quantum Worldwide. So I think that's it. All right, so we are insuring your future today. Been around, and I am the godfather of commercial insurance. And that 8 minutes goes really quick. God. All right, well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.